Ever wanted to one-shot bosses like this? I've competed in a few Nightreign speedrunning events, and the meta is starting to settle. Today, I'll show you two of the dominant strategies speedrunners are using to melt bosses, and how you can pull them off with default relics that anyone can get. Nightreign runs are unique because the days are a fixed length. Your final time depends entirely on how quickly you kill night bosses, so speedrunners have developed techniques to kill these bosses as fast as possible. You don't need that level of precision in a casual run, but these same strategies are amazing for shredding tough daytime bosses too. The first night fairy I want to talk about is Duchess. Duchess's relic effect, defeating enemies while art is active, ups attack power, lets her deal absurd damage after a short setup. Each enemy defeated during finale gives Duchess a 15% damage buff for 30 seconds. Each stack has its own timer, and the buffs compound, meaning every new stack is worth more than the last. To keep it simple, the higher you stack, the sillier the damage. Speedrunners farm stacks from the pre-boss enemies, so Duchess can nuke the night boss the second it spawns in. In speedruns, the timing is tight. You want to clear the area before the circle closes, but in casual runs, the timing is much more forgiving, because you can wait till the circle is almost fully closed. Here's the build I used for this run. The Evergaol relic is here for obvious reasons. Golden Dew is for improved character skill attack power, and Blessed Iron Coin is for defeating enemies while art is active, ups attack power. Here's one more example of this build in action. This strategy falls flat against bosses that spawn with no weak enemies around, which brings us to strategy 2. Wylder's ultimate, Onslaught Stake, instantly staggers most bosses, leaving them open for a critical hit. Normally, that's just a chunk of their HP bar, but with Nightreign's massive critical multipliers, you can straight up one-shot bosses. Here's the build I used for this run. By itself, Dark Knight of the Baron gives you a 38% boost to critical damage. For comparison, a weapon passive can give you a 12, 18, or 24% boost, which are all still very high. Because of how high these values are, you only need a few passives to get crazy damage. The next relic is Dark Knight of the Champion. Defeating enemies fills more of the art gauge, lets me ult more often, and boosts attack power of added affinity attacks, increases the affinity portion of a weapon's damage by 10%. It also boosts the fire portion of Onslaught Stake, increasing the total ultimate damage by 5%. Evergaol is there again for obvious reasons. Now, if you want to one-shot the Night Lord, you need to get pretty lucky. However, you can still get pretty close with average luck. Now, if you're not running Evergaol, you can still do some serious damage with good teamwork. That clip at the start of the video, no Evergaol. My Revenant teammate funneled crit passives to me and used her ultimate to give me a 25% damage buff. Add in a bit of madness, and at the end of the run, we managed to kill Everdark Libra before the phase transition. Here are the no Evergaol builds we used if you're interested. So, those are two of the strongest one-shot setups speedrunners are using right now. Try out these strategies in your own runs, and let me know in the comments which bosses you've managed to shred. If you found this useful, give it a like and subscribe. I'll be covering hard mode strategies after the Deep of Night drops on the 11th. A massive thank you to Big Iron for making these speedruns possible. And for those of you still watching, I hope you enjoy some of our run-ending mishaps.
Triangle R2. Triangle R2. There we go. He spawned a billion years away.
Oh, it's not... Frederick, no! Okay.
Oh, Frederick.
Oh, there we go. Frederick?
Oh, he spawned towards me.
Oh my gosh. No, that's it.
Dang.
Ulti? Gotta be kidding me. I want to see what the stance break does. Heck. Okay, never mind.
What
Screw me.
is this threshold? Who made this boss?
Cool.
Oh, you have Frozen Lightning Spear on this. I'm just gonna take this Frozen Lightning Spear.
Oh my... Shoot. I leveled up on no.
You level-
Yeah,
oh, no.
that's it. That's the run.